So by now I'm sure that you have all watched the second teaser from Nikon on the Z9. I'll get straight to the point. Nikon have made a very tall claim. They've shown that the Z9 can record in 8K for 1 hour and 20 minutes. That's right. That's 80 minutes straight out there in the hot and humid Africa. And we also see that the photographer is shooting, so it's implied that the Z9 can be used as a true hybrid camera, therefore, as in you can shoot and record video as well as at the same time, and you are still going to get that 80 minutes of 8K recording in the heat of Africa. Imagine what that means for 4K recording. Will it then go on for about 2 hours? Note that the Sony A1 can do 8K 30p or 4K 60 only for 30 minutes. This is 2.5 times more than that. Sony A1 does 8K in 30p with two pieces of Binds XR10R processor. I spoke about this before and had said that I suspect that the Nikon Z9 processor will probably be the strongest and the most future-proof of all the existing camera brands right now. I mean, Canon struggles to do 8K with their Digi X processor. What else do we know? We know that this camera will have a three-way tilt screen. We also know that there's going to be a dramatic improvement in autofocus, going by what Nikon has claimed so far. Clearly, there are 4 function buttons and 3 of them are at the front inside the grip, where you kind of hold the camera like this, just at the edge of your finger. There is a new redesigned card door that will make the build quality even better. Today, Nikon didn't show us anything about autofocus, especially about that animal detect autofocus that you have all heard about, and that's going to be a new feature in this system. We haven't seen that, and this video, honestly, I think this video was a good opportunity to kind of give us a sneak peek into how the Z9 detects birds or other animals out there, but we haven't seen that so far. This video was not about that. This video was all about the video capabilities and the video specs, but also not there's not much detailing in terms of what kind of files you can record internally in the Z9. We only know that it will not overheat if you record 8K, and it will go on for more than an hour, but we do not know what kind of file format the Nikon is going to give you. Now, that would have been really cool to tell us these details, and a lot of out there are probably waiting to see how this system is shaping up for a bird or wildlife photographer, since traditionally Nikon have been very good at that. So I thought that this was a good opportunity to kind of throw a little bit of hint on those issues. Let's talk a bit about the lens now. It looks like that Nikon is ready with that 100 to 400 lens. The lens that we see her using here doesn't look like the 70 to 200, especially here. The 70 to 200 doesn't have those ridges. Mind you, both the 70 to 200 and the 100 to 400 are supposed to be of the same size. It's just that the 100 to 400 will not be a constant f2.8. But this is a really good news for all of you out there waiting to use native long lenses on your Z bodies, or if you're just on the fence and you're waiting for these lenses to come from Nikon, and then you'll probably decide and get into the Z system. It's a great news for you. Yes, the ultra long primes are not there yet, and we haven't heard anything on those products yet, but we're making clear and rapid progress. Nikon are very active, and it's clear that they are letting their work do the talking. It explains a long drawn silence on almost everything for a while now. Nikon just launched the 18 to 140 f3.5 to 6.3 DX lens. It's another addition to the compact lenses that Nikon have been producing. Nikon only just launched the 40mm f2. It was just a couple of weeks back. Suddenly, looking back, it looks like Nikon have been busy, and they have been busy with products at both ends, mind you. They're coming out with the new products for the DX users and for the entry-level users, and at the same time they have been busy with the flagship. In all this, I just want them to not forget that all the Z7 II and the Z6 II users have been waiting for the firmware updates, and to see some of that good Z9 tech flow down to their cameras. Coming back to the Z9, remember, this is only the second teaser, and we can already see two areas where Nikon is clearly ahead of the competition. And I mean that the Z9 can run more than twice as long as the A1, the Sony A1, while recording 8K. And that's not in ideal scenarios, but in practical, real life, tough conditions. Secondly, we have seen how the Z9 strikes a balance between the tilt up and down screen and the flip out screen, because there are strong opinions out there on both of them. Yes, the three-way tilt screen is not ideal for video yet, but this is, according to me, this is not a vlogging camera. A flip out screen is great for vlogging because you're walking and holding the camera in your hand in front of you, and you don't want to kind of go out of the screen. So there you need to check that you do not move out of the screen, and the flip out screen is really useful there. But this is not a camera like that. So far we haven't really seen anything from Nikon on the new autofocus system. I think since that's what people are waiting for most, because that's where most of the controversy is, Nikon will show us the autofocus performance in the fourth and the final teaser. So that's a couple of weeks more to go. We don't know what Nikon will come out with, how they will surprise us the next week. So let's all stay tuned. My mind is ready to be blown.